Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. Happy Saturday to you, D. Nice seeing you at the first comment again. Stefano, hello from Italy. We got Ledition on Twitch and Miniest Mini on YouTube. It is Saturday, and longtime viewers of the channel will know what that means. Oh, and AJ is on YouTube as well. Changed your username, but I'm assuming it's the same AJB that I've been talking to. Hi, Judy. And we're doing a Saturday Stumper today. This is the hardest crossword in all of crosswords, and hi Jilly, how you doing? And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about today. I think we're gonna have, I don't know, a satisfying and challenging solve. That's usually what these stumpers provide. Remember that stumpers do not have titles. This one is by Ben Zimmer. They don't have titles. They also don't have themes. So the name of the game today is just a wide open white space, kind of unusual grid entries maybe, and just brutally hard cluing throughout the puzzle. How you doing, CJ? I see Toddly Enough liking the live. So should we dive into this puzzle with trepidation and respect? One across, earliest leader of Thebes. So already we're starting off with some trivia that I don't think I know. Maybe, I mean, Thebes, we're talking ancient Greece? Is that right? Dead Not Dude, hello? Help me out? I'll give this a moment to leave it on the screen for a second, although, you know, usually on our daily puzzles, by now I have multiple people getting one across in chat. So far, no guesses at one across, so it might be time to move on. That is typical of these stumpers. See, Scav just joined. It's probably perfect. We got Daniel on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey. Minnie's guessing Thebe. Might as well take a shot. Yeah, I don't know. Well, what? Hey, Scav. Earliest leader of Thebes. Do we have any ideas for one across, or do I move on? We can check 12. Let's do 12 across. Maureen is saying Cadmus, which is not something I've heard of, and unfortunately it doesn't quite fit. Sebastian, how you doing on YouTube? All right, I think it might be time for 12 across. Went for the gold, perhaps. Went for the gold, perhaps. Creon, says CJ. Yeah, see, I don't know my history, unfortunately. Not sure. Sebastian giving me 6-7 on YouTube. Very topical. Ah, okay. We have some solid guesses here. Went for the gold, perhaps. Scav is saying mined, which I like the concept, but it doesn't fit. Like mining for gold, not literally going for gold, a gold medal, but mining for gold. Yeah, D and James are saying the same thing. It's a letter too short, but Ledition on Twitch is saying panned, which I think is smart. That fits, and you do pan for gold, and there's exactly the kind of trickery we expect on a Saturday. That you're not literally going for a gold medal, so I'm pretty happy with pan. Yeah, Scav agrees. Julia's confirming that Creon was a king of Thebes after Oedipus. Okay. I'm going to trust you guys. That RN looks a little concerning. D is happy with panned. And Nicole sends a heart, which I desperately need right now. Maybe it's time for some downs, because I'm a little concerned about some of this. Motorcycle Hall of Fame name. All right, who's up on their Motorcycle Hall of Fame, huh? Anyone? Sabotage, how you doing? Ah, okay. Ooh, Dad Not Do, D, and Ledition are all agreeing, and I really like what I'm seeing. Yeah, Sabotage too. Evil Knievel. Evil Knievel almost feels like it has to be right, because what other, like, Motorcycle Hall of Fame members can anybody name, you know? But Evil Knievel's one of those things that you read the clue, you think, oh, there's no way I know this, and then it turns out, oh, I actually do know this. Evil Knievel, if you don't know, was like a famous daredevil who did all sorts of motorcycle tricks as well as other tricks. The problem with Evil is that I think it's spelled this way, first of all. I could be wrong. I don't think it's spelled with an I. The problem with Evil is that I really liked Panned for 12 across, went for the gold. I thought for sure it was correct, so now I don't know what to do. Delved? Scav is suggesting delved for went for the gold. I'm not sure I understand. I guess like delved into the cave or something, delved into the mine. I don't know. Joe wants delved as well. Why isn't it sitting right with me? Okay. Maybe we do, what, 14 across? Marina's saying Lycus was also a king of Thebes. Oh no. Do some more downs, Jilly's suggesting. All right, let's check the C on Creon, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing. Pitching impediments. Pitching impediments. I have no idea what they're getting at here. Because pitching went for the gold but got silver. Silent Auction suggesting silver. Someone else on TikTok was suggesting silver. I mean, it fits with our V, but I gotta be honest, I don't understand it. I get that gold and silver are related, but how is went for the gold? First of all, went is a verb, so I feel like the answer needs to be a verb. It's just not working for me. Ooh, scav. That's clever. Sieved? I'm not sure about this, but at least it fits and it works with the V. That's what it has going for it. This is the same idea as what Letitia was saying about pan. Do you pan for gold? What is panning for gold? You're literally sieving. You know, you put the pan in the river and then you kind of sieve out the sediment and hope that the gold nuggets remain afterwards. I like that it fits the clue. I like that it works with V. Angie's back. How you doing, Angie? Well, we got someone new on Facebook too. Joel, how you doing? We need some help. 5 down. I'm being. Oh yeah, 5 down is concerning, isn't it, Sabotage? What a spot check takes care of. What a spot check takes care of. So we definitely have an error somewhere, either Creon or sieved. What a spot check takes care of. And unfortunately, this clue is not. Yeah, it doesn't seem right, Stargazer. I agree, but I don't know which one to take out. Went for the gold. Somehow, yeah, I'm actually not sure. I don't know Creon, but several people in chat were telling me it's right. Hey, Lucky, we need your help. And Barbara also likes sieved. Logician says Creon is more likely wrong than sieved. I tend to agree. There's something, first of all, we have a cross on sieved at a V, which is a rare letter. I like that. And somehow Civ just really fits the clue. Creon, like other people were suggesting different leaders. Jazz says, OMG, I've never been here for the start. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're doing the Saturday Stumper, which is the hardest puzzle in all the land. And it is living up to its name so far. We're struggling. Lucky, you will be help. Maureen thinks Civd is probably correct. I like it too. Felix, how you doing? What is this? What a spot check takes care of. I just don't know. All right, 2 down. Oh, it's so long, and all we have is an E. Oh, I'm struggling. Let's do 19 across. Can we just switch gears altogether? I like doing short ones. 4 before O. M Huck says Saturday is not for the faint of heart. I couldn't have said it better myself, M Huck. These Saturdays really take it out of you, but that's kind of what I live for. So, Braun Breakfast is here, and Lucky, and Stargazer, and Sam, and Silent Auction all giving me K. Okay, hold on. So we're talking 4B4O. We were just doing letters, right? K, L, M, J, K, L, M, N, O. Yeah, that works. 4. Let's check 12 down. We haven't read this yet. U.S. city with the Russian bishop's house. Can we think of any U.S. city that starts? If we can get a U.S. city that works with this clue, that has this S and this K, I will feel so much better. Angie's saying, what's that mean? I think literally in the alphabet, 4 letters before O would be a K, Angie. I think that's the idea here. Oh, and we got it. Yes, nice. Sella, Scav, RC, Lucky, Dad Not Dude, everyone agreeing on Sitka. Arkadium's like, yes, the Saturday Stumper crossword for those who enjoy suffering. I think that's right. We do enjoy our suffering on Saturdays. Sitka is a city in Alaska. I know this. U.S. city with the... And it kind of makes sense that a Russian bishop's house might be in an Alaskan city, right? And it works with the S, it works with the K. Wow, we might be in better shape than I thought. I'm happy. I'm pleased with Sitka. Yeah, Joe likes it. James likes it. Yeah, okay. Phoebe Carlisle on YouTube is happy with it. Good. Beyond budding. We also hadn't seen this clue. It's always nice to have the first letter of entries. Somehow it's easier to come up with words when you know the first letter. I feel like this I is probably right. I think 5 down is edits, says Angie. Let me look at 5 down again. What a spot check takes care of. Edits. Huh. Yeah, I'm having trouble understanding this clue, to be honest. Not against this. The I at the end of 14 across looked a little strange, but let me... Beyond budding, what does this mean? Someone said Thebe would work for 1 across, but I don't really get it. Again, earliest leader of Thebes. First of all, was Thebe a person who led the city of Thebes? And second of all, this is just almost too much repetition for a crossword. They don't tend to put the answer in the clue. I mean, it works with edits, but... Hey, VetArt, we need some help. Ah, okay. Oh, Snicks and Coco might have... Oh my god, after all of that, Snicks and Coco is saying theta. The Greek letter. That's almost too clever to be wrong. Nice job, Snicks and Coco. I don't know if anyone else said that. Phoebe Carlisle's saying it. Wow. Theta the letter. Because it's literally the leader of this word is theta. That's how you spell it in Greek letters. Ah, all right. I see how it's going to be. I will not be fooled again. That's the last time this puzzle is going to fool me. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Nice job, Snicks and Coco. I mean, I'm acting like it's right. It could be wrong, but I don't know. The crosses look reasonable. Angie goes, yikes. Lucinda says ad fee. I think I saw someone on YouTube saying this also. What a spot check takes care of, an ad fee. I guess a spot can also mean an advertisement. I know that. Like a commercial spot. What a spot check takes care of, an ad fee. Oh, a check! Oh, like you pay a check. Oh, that's also very clever. Ah, what a spot check takes care of, an ad fee. Oh my god. I'm so glad you're all here. Wow. Beyond budding. Spot check was really... Yeah, actually bank check. Really clever stuff, Lucinda. Beyond budding. Ooh, okay. We got some agreement here. Pixie and Maheen and Felix and Scav and Lucky and RC and Phoebe are all saying, and Ledition in leaf. Wow. Beyond budding. Oops. In leaf. Okay, don't you love when things actually slot into place? Makes you feel like you're solving a crossword. Minnie's Minnie asks, how did the evening stream go? I think it went really well. Many of you showed up, which warmed my heart. And several people seemed to think that the evening time slot was convenient for them, so I'm sure we will be doing it again sometime. Thanks for asking. The evening stream went well. Pitching impediments. Ooh, oh, good. Yeah, looking for peace. Maureen, Scav, all saying tin ears and RC and SX West. Tin ears, very clever. I'm digging this puzzle so far. It's putting up resistance, and yet every answer is satisfying. A tin ear means like you have no musical taste whatsoever. You can't hear. I mean, you can't, like, you have no sense for music. And so pitching, literally like a pitch in a song. I hope that makes sense. Veron says, when is the evening stream? We did it last Thursday. I streamed twice, my normal noon, and then we also did a stream at 7 p.m. Eastern. And just because people are at work at noon Eastern at least, Americans are at work on weekdays, and so I thought maybe trying an evening stream would be worthwhile. Sabotage says, I'm not braining this morning. That's not you, Sabotage. That's how this puzzle makes everybody feel. Pixie also said, that's my one for the day. No, you stick around. You will get more. Okay, Duo on YouTube, and many people, Braun Breakfast on, and Joe on TikTok, and Tony the Somebody, all saying, hell yeah, hell yeah. Somewhat stronger right on. Good answer. Hell yeah. Okay, Angie's in favor of evening streams. That's good to know. Barbara's psyched about hell yeah. Good. Blake, how you doing? Give me a hell yeah. All right, I'm finally feeling like we're getting somewhere with this puzzle. Theta at 1 across. That was brutal. TMI opposite at 16 across. Okay, good. Aloe, Jazz, and Bethany are all saying, tell me more about. I don't think that's going to fit, but tell me more fits, Blake and D. Yeah, everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people, Barbara, James, Bethany, all saying, tell me more. TMI opposite. TMI means too much information, like stop, I've heard enough. So the opposite of that is tell me more. Oh, the autocorrect adds about? Tell me more about? That's so weird. Good. Okay, where to now? Maybe 22 across? Not so clever comeback. Okay, I can think of something for this. I can think of something for this. Mini says, can you imagine me doing this at like 1 in the morning? I can. In fact, a lot of people who showed up to the evening stream, it was very late for them. Our international viewers. Bill Kirk is back saying, "Arso." Yeah. Melissa Bogle agrees. RC agrees. It's like, yeah, and Barbara, Angie, and Phoebe all saying, "Arso." Like a playground retort is usually how this is clued. Like M2, Arso, that kind of vibe. That's not clever because you're just asserting something in a sassy voice. Steelers Healers. Everyone knows I'm a sucker for a rhyming clue. Steelers Healers. Okay, Steelers are a football team, right? Ooh, Braun Breakfast. Rhea, nice. Yeah, Ledition, Blake, Melissa, okay. Feels like we found our flow, no? Team Doctors, love it. Literally healing the Steelers. Good stuff. Let's do 20 across, I guess. Hello, Stella Marie. How you doing? Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers are football. Isn't that, did I say football? Jessica goes, Steelers, boo. Oh no, I'm not weighing into that one. D says, don't jinx us, Jack. Yeah, but that's what I do, D. I jinx us. I get overconfident and then we screech to a halt as a group. They're sweet. Oh, I like Angie's answer. Deers. Like this. Yes, my sweet deer, my sweetie pie. Judy says, go Steelers. There we go. Maureen followed us. Thanks, Maureen. Beaverino is here. Blake says, keep the hive mind strong. Yeah. I'm feeling, the hive mind is buzzing right now. One of the Uranian Shakespearean moon. Wait, one of the Uranian Shakespearean moons. Okay, I am totally out of my element here. Hello, AJ Bradley on TikTok. How you doing? And Stargazer just followed us. Thanks. Shreya and Brandon O'Hara and Lucky and Blake and Phoebe are all saying the same thing, which looks just the tiniest bit familiar to me. But I am gonna have to just trust you guys on this. Yeah, Silent Auction is asking what's Uranian. I don't really understand this. I'm gonna ask someone in chat to explain this. Queen Mab from Shakespeare. That's what Maheen says. One of the Uranian Shakespearean moons? Okay. Oh, so Uranus has a moon called Mab, and it's named after a queen in Shakespeare? Is that true? Is that what it is? Because if it's just a queen in Shakespeare, what is the rest of this clue doing? Okay. I'm going over here just because it's short, but maybe I shouldn't be neglecting these letters we have. But I'm here now, so legendary ridiculing racer. Minnie says a lot of Uranus's moons are Shakespeare characters. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. So that is what it means. The speech predates the moon naming. I believe that. Okay. Barbara's giving me a shrug on this, but I really like some of the answers I'm seeing. Vedart says, now I get why I'm not able to make any crosswords progress today. It's Saturday. Yes, it is Saturday, Vedart. That is why we're suffering. But so far, this has been a pretty satisfying solve. M-Huck, Jilly looking for peace, and Barbara McDowell all saying hare, which I really like for this. Legendary ridiculing racer. The tortoise and the hare in the fable. The hare was ridiculing the tortoise for going too slowly, and it turned out that the hare lost. Good. Okay, is it too early for 15 down? Maybe we'll check it. Utterly exhaust. Utterly exhaust. Angie says, Vetter, I feel ya, I'm lost as usual. That's the way of Saturdays. Tomorrow we will be solving a more approachable puzzle. It'll still be a challenge, a satisfying challenge, but Saturdays are the day where we roll up our sleeves and do battle with the hardest puzzle of them all. It's frustrating, but I enjoy the frustration, you know? Meanwhile, nobody has a good theory for 15 down. That includes me. Utterly exhausted. Yeah, wore them out. I don't know. I don't think we're getting any convergence on this. This is why I went to the short answers. I think I'm going to stick with that strategy. Olympic flag bearer at the Vancouver opening ceremony. Oy. This feels a little... Wore them out. Wore slap out? I don't even get that. Oh, am I out of sync? Oh, no. If I'm out of sync, I'm going to refresh. But if it's just James, someone else tell me if I'm out of sync. Olympic flag bearer. So we're talking, I guess, the Vancouver Olympics. Oh, other people saying I'm good. So maybe it's you, James. Okay. I'm fine. Whew. I have been working a lot on my syncing issues, so I'm glad to hear that it's all right. Sync is fine. Dad Not Dude is saying Bobby Orr, which I'm primarily entertaining because Orr is a super common athlete in crossword puzzles. There's Mel Ott of baseball and Bobby Orr of hockey. If you solve enough crosswords, you will learn these names. And hockey is a Canadian thing, so Vancouver, I don't know. Does anybody know this for sure? Orr makes more sense than Ali, says Bill Kirk. Logician, yeah, there's some debate about Ali versus Orr. So, all right, we'll check 6 across. Takes a back seat, say. Takes a back seat, say. Oh My Guinness is back, also voting for Orr. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. Ali would be US, not Vancouver, says Dan K. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Ali was in Atlanta in 96. Okay. So where are we here? Takes a back seat, say. Ooh, okay. A. Miguel, Jessica, Dysentery Gary. Everyone's saying hops in. Let me take a moment here. Takes a back. Oh, so this is just like hopping in a car. You could take the front seat, you could take the back seat, but in this case, you take the back seat. So it's not literally like putting on the back burner or like sitting back. It's just hopping in the car. Good. Julie says Bobby Orr 100%. Okay, that makes me feel more confident, especially now that we have 6 across with an O. Things seem to be working out. Flurry of phraseology. Oh boy. Hops. Yeah, okay. Just catching up on chat a little bit. I don't know what to do with this clue. Flurry of phraseology. Oh, Lucinda, Jessica, Logician, and Scav all guessing the same thing. Barrage. Wow. Barrage. Just thinking about this because I get how why is the clue not just flurry? Flurry and barrage kind of mean the same thing, right? What is phraseology doing in this clue? But yeah, everyone seems to like it. Brandon likes it. Gary likes it. Phoebe looking for peace. So I'll keep it. But is my question valid? Flurry of phraseology. Like a flurry of questions, I guess. Verbose. Love the Saturday wordage. All right. Let's check that down. Fit together nicely. I think I can see something here. Yeah. All right. Feels like we've really found our flow. I know people are going to accuse me of jinxing us, but we were struggling so much at the beginning, and now look at us. We're flying. I see. It's a flurry. JLP is saying that well, phraseology is distinguishing it from a flurry of snow and things like that. A flurry in phraseology is like a barrage of words. Fair enough. CA is concerned about the IG start. That's a good I, so I'm going to go there next. But I do like nestle. Fit together nicely. To nestle. Yeah, Vedart, you got it. See? And Angie. I knew you guys could do this. Richard followed us. Thank you, Richard. Okay. No jinxing, Jack. Sorry. Yeah, Lucinda's a jinx. Okay, I need to stop saying this. Can't resist. Can't resist in quotes. Yeah, AJ, Jilly, Gary, duo, I gotta. I guess it could be I got to, right? Can't resist, I got to. I guess I gotta is a little more casual, which seems like the clue is going for casual, although the AE is concerning. So maybe I got to. Or maybe I got it. I got. Yeah, because this T is also a little weird, huh? Now I'm suddenly not so happy. What is this? Napoleon, for example. Napoleon, for example. I don't know. Does anyone know? Nicole says leader. Yeah, it doesn't fit though. We don't have enough. Small. Exile. Huh. I don't know what's happening anymore. Oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe Nestle was wrong after all. Ah, fit. Ooh, this is a classic crossword trick. So nested also works. This concept that fit is both present tense and past tense, and by just reading this clue, we don't know which tense they're going for. So we were all assuming present tense because that's sort of the most natural. Nestle, but no, fit together in the past tense is nested. Because you jinxed us, says Blake. Silent Auction says, man, this Saturday stumper is stumping my brains out. Isn't that kind of what you want on a Saturday? Felix is suggesting tort, and AJ agrees. Napoleon tort, is that a thing? Jill says, like the dessert? That's what chat wants. But Minnie is also suggesting exile. Maybe we check 18 across, see if we can make sense of the double T. I think that'll be helpful. Something positioned above a plate. Amy's never heard of a Napoleon tort, and neither have I. Yeah, Minnie says, is a tort not a cake? It is. So people on TikTok seem to be suggesting that a Napoleon tort is a type of cake. Silent Auction says exile is kind of smart, not gonna lie. I like it too. Ooh, but okay. Ledition D, AJ, Dad Not Dude, Blake, everyone agreeing on mitt. I really like that. Something positioned above a plate. We're talking like home plate. In baseball, mitt. So that actually works with the double T. Felix is saying it's tasty, so I guess Felix knows what a Napoleon tort is. Oh my goodness, and Ria like mitt. Still don't really know what letter I want to put here, because it could be an A or an O, I believe. Let's check 9 down. Yeah, catcher's mitt. CJ says this puzzle is truly humbling. Welcome to Saturday, CJ. Except we do it, you know, when we're all together working on it and keeping our eye on the prize, we actually manage to solve these, and that feels so good. AJ says a Napoleon tort is a layered pastry dessert featuring flaky puff pastry and creamy custard filling. Well, okay. And Gary says, OMG, I didn't get it until you explained it. Is that mitt that you're talking about? That's what I'm here for, Gary. Trying my absolute best to explain stuff that I barely get. Swift production of the 18th century. All right. Okay. Yeah, catching up a little bit. Vedart and Angie both saying satire. Big Boss says, I'm just here to watch you all solve. Well, all viewers are welcome, Big Boss, and don't count yourself out. I've heard many people say that kind of thing before, and then they always contribute something eventually. Satire is very clever. Jonathan Swift is a famous satirist, wrote A Modest Proposal, in which he proposes eating children, I think. And obviously that's satire, not an actual proposal. So I think that's good. Yeah, lots of people got satire. Where else are we? Just catching up. All right. Where are we? Kind of soup as a starter. Kind of soup as a starter. Oh my god, I love this clue. Absolutely love this clue. Tord and Blake and Buddy Essick. Yeah, and Snicks and Coke are saying primordial. Primordial. Okay. Primordial soup is what they call like the puddle of organic material before there was ever life, was like struck by lightning, and then life, replicating cells were made from this primordial soup. And so kind of soup as a starter, not a starter course at your dinner, but a starter of all life. It's very good. Very clever stuff. Original ooze, Lucinda says. Well put. Original ooze. Beginning of all life. Love it. Primordial soup. They're wet with cheese, with sauce and melted cheese. They're wet with sauce and melted cheese. Getting a lot of burrito emojis in chat, and Barbara McDowell on Facebook excited about burritos. That looks perfect. Yeah, wet burrito is like covered in stuff. JLP, okay, now I want... Yeah, everyone's saying I'm hungry now. Classic. 13 down. Here we go. Pedagogic Peggies. Silent Auction also giving me a burrito emoji, and it looks kind of different on YouTube and TikTok. Good. Braun and Brandon and Looking for Peace. And Lucinda and Lucky all saying bursars. Pedagogic payees. The bursar at a university, for example, are the ones that like handle the finances. So pedagogic as in teaching, and payees as in they receive the money. Yeah? I think it's with an A, Maureen. Although everyone is spelling it with an E. So I guess I'm wrong. But Snicks and Coco said A, and Lucinda says A. That was my instinct. We'll check the cross. How about that? Common late spring mag recommendation. Silent Auction, you punched the bursar. That's exactly what I was thinking of. The Hamilton lyric. Aaron Burr, sir. You punched the bursar. Nice. Mr. Bassey followed us. Thank you. By the way, if anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do consider it. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time. It's always a lot of fun, and following us is the best way to keep in touch. Lucky Felix D. Toward... Yeah, everyone's saying beach read. I really like this. Well, I really like the answer. Let me consider the clue. Common late spring mag recommendation. So is mag magazine in this clue? I wonder why it's shortened. But yeah, if it's late spring, you're going to start recommending beach reads because summer's coming up, and that's what we need to be recommending. Okay. And it was I Gotta after all. So congrats to everyone who was voting for I Gotta. People are noticing a word emerging at 15 down. Utterly exhaust. Yeah. Bore. People were thinking about this boring angle. You can exhaust. Yeah, bored to tears, says Jessica. I like this. Bored to tears. It fits. Utterly exhaust. Okay. That's gonna help. I think we just unlocked the whole bottom of this puzzle. That's satisfying. Bore to tears. Yeah, toward and oh my goodness. Excellent. Put right. Put right. Death by PowerPoint. Yeah. Good. Yeah, Buddy and Dee and Gary. Silent auction. I don't think it's tread. I think it is trude, which is kind of an unusual use of this word, but to true up is to like put in alignment. So to put something right is to like true it up. I'm picturing, I don't know, like squaring up a deck of cards, for example. I think you could call truing up. Not an often use of past tense. I agree with that, Lucinda. Stargazer just sent a rose. Thanks for that. All right, we're going back west. We've neglected this section for a while. Nickname of a mound or music great. Tried and true, yes. Sadly, I don't think I know this person. So, TikTok and Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, help me out. Looking for peace, and Julie and Angie and Maureen are saying Satch. Sounds vaguely familiar. But I'm assuming mound great is baseball and music great. Satchel Paige and Satchmo Armstrong. Thank you, Dad Nut Dude. It's exactly what I was wanting people to look up. D's like, no idea. That's you and me. 29 across. Let's get this central marquee answer. Short clue for a long answer. Shame. Shame. Huh. Let's see. Shame. Anyone, any idea? Ooh. Okay, Shani came in with a guess. And several people agreeing now. Ah. Okay, two possibilities. Hate to. Some people saying hate to say it. I think hate to see it actually makes a little more sense with shame. Oh, it's a darn shame. You hate to see it, right? Pierce is voting hate to say it. Amy Gals as well. Okay, we'll look at the crosses, but I think we have the essence of this. Yeah, and we'll check 25 down. Given the go ahead. Yeah, Kitty Cat was predicting this. I think you're right. I'm on team C, says Tord. Ooh, and Edith just followed us, and Leah just followed us. Thank you so much. Yeah, Aloe and Tord and Lucinda and Julie all saying cued. Sarah Bispels, given the go-ahead, like you got your cue to say your line or whatever it is. So I think it was hate to see it. That was my preference anyway. And Sarah just followed us. Thanks, Sarah. 27 down. Here we come. PowerPoint's F1. Someone just referenced PowerPoint. PowerPoint's F1. Okay, it's probably not F1 Racing, because I don't think PowerPoint and F1 Racing have anything to do with each other. Ooh, Edits and Jody Wright just followed us. You guys are the best, making me smile. Ah, we got PowerPoint users in chat. Jill and Brandon and AJ and RC all use their PowerPoint. Phoebe and Big Boss, see? I knew you would get something. Help. So I didn't know this, but it makes sense. F1, we're talking, I'm guessing, keyboard key. You press F1 and that brings up the help menu. Mo and Oh My Guinness are voting for it, so seems good to me. T. Pendleton is looking for some F1 on the Saturday Stumper. Yeah, we need some help. Room blank. Room blank. Let's see. Yeah, Snicks and Coco and Oh My Goodness and Buddy Essek and Ledition and Toward all saying to let. I think that makes sense. To let. Jody Wright, one of our newest followers, also agrees. Room to let. It's like, yeah, we have something for rent, vacancy. All right, 23 down. Is it too early for that? What many American flags depict. What many American flags depict. I never think of short phrases, always try for single words. Yeah, that's a tricky thing, Lucinda. You see a 5-letter entry, you don't expect it to be 2 words long. Oh, Gerber on YouTube saying state something. That makes sense. Yeah, state emblem, state motto. So, actually, if it's like state motto, American flags, we're not picturing the actual U.S. flag of the nation. We're picturing individual state flags. Is that what I should be having in my head? Ignastasia? Sure, I mispronounced your name. All right, maybe we do some crosses because we're not sure state something, right? I'm gonna do 35 across. Modern wrinkle remover. State seals. Shani, AJ, and Lucinda all want state seals. Gerber's happy with it. It makes sense. I mean, state flags would have the state seal on them. True wants it, so let's go with that. Motto can't be, because it would have to be mottos. That's a good point. It should be plural. So we'll go with seals. Just go on state birds, I think. Modern wrinkle remover. Oh, wow. Look at this. Amy and Jilly and AJ all saying laser peel. Bron says sounds painful. I don't know, is it? Has anyone done laser peel, and is it painful? All right. Happy with laser peel. Blank steak. Arkadium says we're halfway there and I'm 100% lost. We're doing it. We got to keep morale up. Angie says, me too, Arkadium, but I've seen you getting answers, Angie. You can do this. Blank steak. Okay. So TikTok is unanimously giving me Swiss steak, which is feeling very Napoleon tort to me. That's the second food item in this puzzle that I've not heard of. Savannah just followed us. Thanks, Savannah. What is Swiss steak? I don't know. Off the blank. Top of mind. Top of mind, not surprisingly. Huh. Sarah says it is bad. Swiss steak is bad. Is that what you're saying? LS makes me nervous. That's a good point. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe we should check the LS. Hamburger patty with tomato sauce and crushed tomatoes, says Stargazer. Yeah, Gerber's concerned about LS as well. Maybe we just look at it. Trip taking need. I think I know what's happening here. I think LS is not an error. We got a little stumper trickery. Gerber says OMG. Yeah. Big Boss says maybe not. Yeah, and Shreya, yeah, we're on the same wavelength. LSD, maybe tab? Is that what we think? Yeah, that's what Braun wants. LSD tab is a trip-taking need because if you want a trip, you take LSD. That's good. It was smart to be wary of LS, but I think it actually worked out. And then off the dome, wow. That's a good phrase. Off the dome. I should use that. Top of mind. All right, happy? And can't get right followed us. Thank you. Let's I think everyone is surprised to see an LSD tab in their puzzle. Social media slang evoking old-timey car horns. Wow. A lot of people writing awoken, I think, though, before we saw the clue. Oh, some people want LSD hit instead. But do you take a hit of LSD? I feel like you take a tab of LSD. Wow, Shani and Jill and Oh My Guinness and Sarah 666 are saying awooga. I don't think I've ever seen that spelled out in my life. Social media slang evoking old-timey car horns. When I think of awooga, I'm picturing like a cartoon character sees a beautiful person and their eyes bulge out and their jaw hits the floor and they say awooga, right? All right. People having too much intimate knowledge of 35 Down. It's a wholesome show. Braun says, don't ask why, but it's not a hit. Yeah. Oh my God. Philip says, same picture in my head. I'm glad. Yeah, the the cartoon character sweating and panting. All right. Put on low. Put on low. Ooh, Runaroo is here, and Jesse Valdez, and Maureen, and CJ, and Aloe all saying simmer. I like this. Duo and silent auction. Looks good, yeah. Put on low as in a stovetop. Let's check these crosses, make sure that tab is looking promising. Pizzeria purchase. Jen just followed us. Thanks, Jen. Pizzeria purchase. Wow, Scav answered this before even seeing the clue. Oh, and Logician pointing out that Seals is looking better and better by the second. Yeah, good point. It seems like it was State Seals. James and Ignasticia and Sarah are all saying tomatoes. Is it just me, or is this a surprisingly straightforward clue for a stumper? I feel like stumpers train me to just be paranoid about every single clue I encounter, but this is just like, yeah, pizzerias buy tomatoes. There's no joke about it. Michael Cox getting tomatoes. Seeing tons of tomatoes in my chat. What 46 across is. Have we gotten to 46 across? Oh, it's right here. I kind of don't want to do a long one like that when we have nothing in place, so maybe I'll just do the down instead. Yeah, people guessing a word that fits, so. Rugby plastic accessory. Rugby. Yeah, Snicks and Cocoa, too straightforward for Saturday. Yeah, it's just. There's something like that's almost where the misdirection comes from. Is like hit us with one super straightforward clue and we'll expect it. We won't expect it. That's a good point, Brandon, that you might think it refers to what a customer buys at a pizzeria. It's true. A customer doesn't go into a pizzeria and buy a tomato. Only the owners buy tomatoes. It's a good point. Felix, literally watching a rugby game right now. Is your daughter playing? Phoebe on YouTube is and well played on TikTok are saying T, a rugby plastic accessory. So I guess when they kick the ball in rugby, they use a T. Trusting Gerber and Shreya. Oh, we already looked at this. Let's do this. Combo with an ice scoop. Okay. We have almost all these letters. Snicks and Cocoa says only the good ones make their own sauce. That's what I was thinking too. Snicks and Cocoa, I'll bet a lot of pizzerias just buy tomato sauce, don't actually buy the tomatoes. It's kind of sad to think about, but I'll bet there are tons of pizzerias that never buy tomatoes. Yeah, Shani is saying a bar set. And well played agrees. Combo with an ice scoop. I guess we're talking, those sets that come with the shaker and whatever that little springy thing that goes over the top of the shaker. That's what I'm picturing. Yeah, James and Sabotage is guessing ageless for 51 across, which seems like it fits, but just don't have context for it. Share on the gram. Share on the gram. Aloe and Jill were quick on this one. Jesse Valdez and Braun Breakfast. Oh, the strainer. Thank you, Angie. Yeah, not the little springy thing that goes. Yeah, that's not what it's called. JLP, Jody Wright, Jen, all saying post. You post on Instagram. IGN Stesia says, I used to work at a pizzeria and we bought pizza from Aldi and just sold them at a higher price. Oh my God, that's tragic. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that hurts to hear. Canvas Constructions. Everyone is shocked by that confession. Wow. Canvas Constructions. Ooh, good. Stargazer, Braun and Amy and Lucinda and Brandon. Gerber's like, let's go, YouTube. We got this over TikTok. I like a little friendly platform competition. TPs. Scav says, I probably wouldn't notice the difference between store-bought pizza and freshly made pizza. TPs are made of canvas. That's looking right. Let's check 38 down. A silent auction says, man, this is frying me up. Disrespect metaphor. Disrespect metaphor. Shani says low. I can sort of see an argument for that. Stargaze goes, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. That's perfect. It's true. If you buy DiGiorno and sell it at your pizzeria, no one can tell the difference. Ooh, lip. That's what Alyssa is voting for. Alyssa and Oh My Guinness and Brandon and are saying, yeah, that makes more sense, I think, than low. Like, giving you lip is like sass. So let's go up here. Let's check 33 across. No win situations. No win situations. What do we like? Clever. Good. Who's that? Someone new. Peyton DN wrote draws, which I really like. Yeah, no-win situations kind of feel like lose-lose, but actually a draw is a tie, and it's also no-win. No one wins when there's a draw. I think that's clever. Gerber says draws is way better than my guess. Well, that's why we solve together. All right, should we check the long down? Swift production of the 21st century. Wait. Swift production of the 18th century was satire, Jonathan Swift. Swift production of the 21st century. Oh, this is too good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Jill and Braun, Sella, Lucky, and Shani, Ledition, the Eras Tour. I love it. Oh, the duplicating Swift like that really just won me over. Love it. It's great stuff. Legit just followed us. Yeah, Taylor Swift, Nicole, that's what we're talking about. Taylor Swift and Jonathan Swift both making an appearance in today's puzzle. It's a classy puzzle. I feel like these stumpers, they're always kind of frustrating to solve. But something about this puzzle seems to take the high road every time. I mean, I even enjoy the frustration, but it makes my hair turn gray, you know? Oh my goodness, is the Eras Tour. Oh, so clever, yeah. Really, really clever. Okay, they may be mistaken for agaves. Aloes, nice. They're both different, succulents, I guess. Kind of look similar. Let's do 42 across. Hand holdings. Another clever clue. Good. So Sapphire Ice is here, and Jen and Gerber all saying pairs, hand holdings. Yeah, I'm picturing like a poker hand. Is that the right idea here? We're not like holding hands like this. Poker hand, you might have pairs, you might have a full house. Yeah, Braun. That's my thought. All right, 46 across. There's been much speculation about what this might be. The preservation and blank of their own liberties. A Lincoln quote. Okay. Big Boss saying perpetual. Perpetual actually doesn't quite fit. I think perpetuity, yeah, what some others are suggesting, what Sapphire Ice wants. Perpetuity. Lucky and Jilly. I guess it could be perpetuals, as Duo's saying, but the preservation and perpetuity of their own liberties. I think that works. And then this was the cross-reference. Perpetuity is ageless. I accept. Yeah? Perpetuity seems good, Dad, not dude. Yeah, I agree. Sounds like him, says Lucinda. Yeah, good old Abe. I can be viewed without special formatting, in quotes. I can be viewed without special formatting. Lucky says we're hurdling today. You know we're hurdling today, Lucky. We are definitely hurdling today. Oh, I see. PDF. Maureen. Wow. Do I see? Also, these crosses look horrendous. I don't accept. I think I need some downs. I don't understand that clue. Multiply. Multiply. We see 2 already here. Wait. Too much is happening. I don't know what to do. Times. Everyone on Stargazer, Peers, looking for peace, everyone says times. 2 times. I don't get it though. I guess you can to multiply things times. 2 timed? What is this? I don't get it. And I don't like putting things in the grid that I don't really understand. Is anyone else a little concerned? Yeah, like 2 times 2, but why is that the clue multiply? First of all, multiply is a verb. And 2 times is not. Looks good to me, says Jessica, so I'll move on. But it's bothering me. And people are saying text, so TXT. Let me try to understand this. I can be viewed without special formatting. Is this like if file extensions could talk? A text file would say, I can be viewed without special formatting. Like, unlike a .doc file, for example, where you need specialized software to open a .doc file, you don't need much specialty to open a text file. I think that's the joke. And then let's check the X. GPS ancestor. Shreya was guessing sexting, but it's not that. Hello, Macy Mackledon. How you doing? This is weird. Yeah, Piers and Stefano are saying sextant, which does make sense. A sextant, yeah, was like sailors used to use them to navigate. So text 2 times, multiply. Multiply. I think I just figured it out. Mulling this over was worth it. Hear me out. It's multiply. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone in chat was also bothered and is pleased that I just realized this. Sextant, sorry, with a T. It's multiply, not multiply. Someone please give me the validation I need. That was worth thinking about. Lucky says, oh, I get it now. That's what I needed. Thank you, Lucky. Individuality is style. Good. Sirawa says that. Maureen says it. Duo. Where are we? You figured it out. JLP giving me applause. Thanks, I needed it. Expected. Because these puzzles are hard, but they always do make sense in the end. And there was just something, multiply is a verb, 2 times is not. But multiply is what? An adverb or something? Normal. expected, and normal. That works nicely. And suddenly, just like that, we have 4 cells left in this puzzle. How'd that happen? Yana's here. Oh my goodness, and James saying normal. It's 70 miles south of Salem. Yeah, you guys are clever. You guys are clever. Peyton is saying Eugene. We're talking Oregon. Salem, Oregon, not Salem, Massachusetts. And I think we're going to do this, guys. Roll over. My college town, Eugene, says, oh my goodness, that's cool. Welcome, Janie. Xander getting Eugene. Nice. Mackledon says multiply or multiply is tomato, tomato. It's all the same. It's not the same, though. It's not. The difference matters. Roll over. People saying renew. That's good. And last one, word from the Latin for drive, crossing, pry away. I think we're getting this. I'm already seeing the drum rolls. Should I put... I'm going to wait for someone to say it. Yeah, Brandon and Sapphire Eyes. Yeah, David Dunn saying rest, to pry away is to rest. And I guess urge comes from the Latin for drive. I didn't know that, but that's interesting. I'm going to put an E in and hope we get that confetti. Well done. Another stumper in the bag. Dad Not Dude says, agree with you on multiply. Thank you. That was a real realization for me, at least. I loved this puzzle, by the way. I mean, swift production of the 18th century and swift production of the 21st century. How good is that? If that's not primo crosswording, I don't know what is. Do not go anywhere because we're playing Hurdle right now. I am just going to pull it up. And Hurdle is some people's favorite part, I'm told. So just bear with me 1 second while I pull this up. And I have to pull it up. I have to do it the long way there. I can't have it pulled up already because I think it was contributing to my sync issues. All right, sharing my screen. Good. Hopefully you all can see Hurdle. And hopefully I didn't lose too many of you in that transition. And I do like to start Hurdle with a word that was from the puzzle, you know? Mackledon says Hurdle is my favorite. Oh, Silent Auction said, who's the maker? It was Ben Zimmer was the constructor of that crossword. Yeah, I really... Big Boss says, I still don't get the multiply. It's a part of speech thing. 2 times is not a verb, and multiply is a verb, and those things have to agree. But multiply and 2 times are the same part of speech. That's why it matters. Except they're spelled the same. Braun Breakfast followed us. All right, that's the last time I'm going to explain multiply. Oh, style. That's a nice idea. Or rest. Or deers. Swift is clever too. Swift was my favorite part of the puzzle, so I'm going to start with that. It's not the wisest opener for Hurdle, but I'm on cloud 9 right now. Let's do it. Okay, I regret it. I regret it hard. We got no hits whatsoever. Oh no. Shani says, is Hurdle like Wordle? Yes, it is like Wordle, Shani, but it is kind of like Hurdle on steroids. So like Wordle on steroids. This first board, right now, it's identical to Wordle, but you'll see as we go how it differs, okay? So stick with it, and I'll explain how it differs from Wordle. Round. Lucinda's suggesting round. I think that's smart. Guess the OU. Oops, not like that, like that. Yeah. Okay, that's much better. So green means that we know we're trying to guess a 5-letter word. We get 6 guesses to do it. Green means there is an O in the second position, and yellow means there's an R somewhere, but not in the first position. And gray means these letters do not appear in the 5-letter word. So we found our O. We need Sabotage saying cord, but Sabotage, we know there's no D. Lover is interesting. A lot of people saying lover. Barbara saying glove. No, it can't be glove because we know the O is in the second. Moral. Moral is also good. Let's try moral. I like that it guesses an R and an L. Or that yeah, I like that it includes an L. I'm gonna try it. We have space to play. Okay, so the L hit, meaning there is an L somewhere. Lover is still a possibility. Gerber's saying, wait, what am I waiting for? Coral, I see. Yeah, lover. A lot of people want lover. Let's try it. Nice, nicely done. Yes, okay. So whoever was asking, this is the first thing that makes Hurdle different, is that now we play again. There are 5 total rounds, and the answer from the previous board is automatically the first guess of this new board. So now we only get 5 guesses of our own. This is going to keep chaining together until the last board, and the last board is where it gets really crazy. So something totally wild happens on the last board, and I will show you when we get there. Amy Gal says, oh, Lover is a Taylor Swift album? That's awesome. Oh, it's so perfect. Blake is voting Ado because it checks a ton of vowels. My problem with it is that it puts the... Oh, no, we do know the E lives there. Okay, yeah, let's do Ado. Yeah, that seems sensible. Ooh, and the A hit at the beginning. That's hopeful. Okay. Gerber, I was too late. YouTube is slow. Oh, Lala's back. Where are we? Agree, aches, ached. Asset, aspen, askew, ashen. So far, aloes. This is a silent retreat, which... Oh, but there's no O. Silent auction, not silent retreat, silent auction. I kind of like ashen, which several people are suggesting. I like that it doesn't repeat a letter, so we diversify a little bit. Okay. Well, at least we get the N. So we need to make room for the N somewhere. What is this? Oh. Ooh. Oh no, it can't be anger, Sarah, because we know there's no R in the word. Wow. TikTok is unanimous. I kind of want to wait for the other platforms, because sometimes I worry that someone suggests something on TikTok and then everyone sees that and then everyone agrees and then we stop searching. Do you know what I'm saying? But so far, no one on YouTube has guessed anything for this, because it can't be anger, silent auction. So does anyone have any idea on YouTube? Otherwise, I'm going with what Apple user is spamming in chat. All right. I think I've waited long enough, so we're doing annex. It's a pretty bold guess if wrong, but let's try it. Not good. I guess it could have been worse. We figured out where the N belongs. Agnew. Agnew is a proper noun, right? Does agnew mean... Wait. Ooh, addition. That's original. Yeah, and Maddie Wheels agreeing at Snicks and Cocoa. Okay, I really like this. Apnea, like sleep apnea. Am I getting too excited? Agnew is, as far as I know, just a proper noun, which they don't do. Fruity P just followed us. Apnea is smart. Oh, I'm starting to get nervous, though. If this doesn't hit, we're in trouble. Nice. All right. Okay, 3 out of 5. Stick around for the end. Ooh, and apnea hit a lot. Look at that. This word is basically done for us. Maddie Wheel says, most excited anyone has ever been about sleep apnea, in fact. Big Boss is psyched on YouTube. What are we going for here? Angel? It's a nice answer. Anger, too? Yeah. They both guess a G, so let's do angel. It's a nicer word. And they're both wrong. But we got information. There is an L. Ooh, and in fact, we know exactly where the N has to live. By process of elimination, The N must be at the end. If you don't understand why, let me know, because this is an important point. A lot of people saying Allen, which I don't understand, like an Allen wrench. That feels like another proper noun to me. I don't get Allen. No, we need something else. Alien. Alien, yeah. Oh, was alien like autocorrecting or something? Yeah, Minnie is saying alien. I like that. That's a fun word. UFO pilot, as Lucinda clues. Yes, that was a quick one. Okay. Fourth hurdle. Let's not get complacent. We have lost before. It's always painful. Alien didn't hit at all. So I think we should go with some kind of OU word. Nice job, Minnie, on getting alien. We should go with an OU word and not like round because we know there's no N. So something, yeah. A lot of people guessing round and pound, but no, that would be a waste. Gourd is interesting. Mouth is interesting. Court. I like court because it uses the most other common letters. C's, R's, and T's are all common. So let's go with court. Okay. Not the most information we could have hoped for. Still feels like there's a shortage of vowels somehow. But we've checked all the main ones. So either there are two O's, an O and a Y, or just one O. But we need a T somewhere. I'm seeing tooth, I'm seeing stoop, stool. Interesting. Mouth is no longer possible, and stout, guys, because of the U. We know there's no U. Sooty, interesting. All right. Shoot. What should we guess? No, not shoot, because it doesn't end in a T. Why can't it be stool? Oh, because there's no L. Stomp. Maybe stomp is clever. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with this guess, right? Yeah, stomp sounds good, says Alejandro. I'm gonna guess that. All right, slowly but surely, we're information gathering. There is a P, that's gonna be helpful, and we found our O. So what is this, and where does the T go? Could it end in TH? Is there anything like that? Ooh, clever Janie. I like what Janie's saying. And Jessica, hi Kai, how you doing? Ooh, I like this. Photo? Yeah, Gerber likes photo. Photo. Yeah, it's good. Christy's happy with it. Sabatot's happy with it. Let's try it. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now we're on the last hurdle, and here's where things get crazy because the answers to the previous 4 games are now automatically our first 4 guesses, and we only get 2 of our own guesses for this. Just 2, and we have to get it right, or else I'm going to be very disappointed in you lot. Luckily, these hit pretty well. The P and the I, we know exactly where they live, and there's an L and a T somewhere. Wow, and even more importantly, I don't think this word can start with L or T, because how would you do that with the P? So I think there's going to be a vowel at the start, a P-I-L-T. Spilt. And now I just look at, I was doing that on my own, and I look at my chats and everyone is saying spilt. Yeah, it took me longer to get there than you all, but I think we got it. We're all saying it. All right, cross your fingers hard. Here we go. Yes, wonderful. Oh, great fun. I love winning hurdle. Great crossword, great hurdle. Who can ask for more? Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Join me again tomorrow. I'll be here at noon again with a new puzzle. We'll play hurdle again. And we stream every day. We stream every day at noon. If you don't follow us, what are you doing? Follow us. You had fun, didn't you? You're still here. So give us a follow. And in the meantime, do check out Arkadium.com. You could play a backlog of hurdles right now. They have an archive. You could play other Saturday Stumpers. Jordan O'Connell followed us. Thank you for that. Blake says, when is the next evening stream? Not scheduled yet, but you will be the first to know when I know. It will happen. Thank you, Shanny, for following us. And catching up. It's noon now, so what time would you start? Sorry, noon Eastern time. So right now it's 1:15 p.m. where I live. So noon Eastern time in the US is when we stream. And then Gerber says, wait a minute, an evening stream? Yes, we did an evening stream on Thursday to experiment with the new time, because I think noon, especially on daytime, especially on weekdays, people are working. So we might experiment with more evening streams as we continue. Yeah, 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Thanks, Jessica. All right. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I hope to see many of you tomorrow. Bye, guys.